Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight on Naperville on our brand new set. I'm Nancy Wearsome, and we're going to turn our attention now to the DuPage Symphony Orchestra. So happy to have you all on. We have Jennifer McGrath, who is the executive director and also a cellist.
Yes.
So good to have you.
Thank you.
Deb Zellman is the principal clarinetist. Very big job. And Andy Dogan is also a board member and a violist.
Pleasure
so
to be here.
all musicians. So
Yes.
that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Jennifer, I want to start with you and talk a little bit about the mission of the DuPage Symphony Orchestra.
Well, our mission, in the most simple way, is surrounding our community with music. We are here to bring symphonic music to the DuPage County area, and at all levels, whether that be educating children, bringing symphonic literature understanding to all levels, and just making sure that music is accessible to everyone living in this area.
And so important. And Deb, I'm going to ask you, because not everybody understands what an orchestra is. Just tell us, what is the difference between a band and an orchestra?
The ensemble that probably most listeners or people in the area would be familiar with would be a band. Most schools in the area and schools that they grew up in would have had a concert band, where you have wind instruments, brass, woodwind, and you have your percussion instruments. And with the orchestra, which is sometimes called a symphony orchestra, sometimes called a symphony orchestra, it's all the same thing. That means that you have violins and violas and cellos and basses, plus the full complement of wind and percussion instruments.
Which makes such an incredible sound, incredible sound. Now, Andy, the DuPage Symphony Orchestra, or I know you refer to it as DSO, is celebrating its 60th season. Huge.
Yes, we're really excited about our 60th season, to have continued to grow and prosper as a symphony orchestra over the last 60 years under just two conductors has been just absolutely phenomenal, and we're just all incredibly excited to be a part of the season and to be musicians in this wonderful orchestra.
Oh, that is fantastic. And Jennifer, to kick off, you're calling it your Diamond Anniversary season.
Diamond Anniversary.
You're hosting a very special event, so tell us about that.
Yes, on Sunday, September 22nd, from 3 to 5 in the afternoon, we're having what we're calling Behind the Baton, and it's at Wentz Hall on the campus of North Central College. Barbara Schubert, who is our music director and conductor, will be on hand to help explain how she goes about setting up the music for a season. There will be a breakout session where groups will be able to talk and ask questions directly of Meister Schubert. And the acoustical designer of Wentz Hall, Rick Talaski, is actually going to be there discussing everything that went into making the vibrant sounds and the acoustical brilliance of the concert hall. He'll have a breakout session, and then there'll be a session focused on DSO ensembles and how we as musicians all work together to make the sound balanced and beautiful. Tickets are available through the DSO office. You can call. They are $15 a piece, and they need to be purchased in advance.
Wow, what a lovely opportunity, that beautiful concert hall. And I'm sure the designer loves having a group like the DSO come in and really use, the facility that he put together, and I'm sure they love you all love being able to play in such a facility.
Yes.
So it sounds like a perfect marriage there. Now, we talked a little bit about the behind the scenes, but why is it so important to take people behind the scenes?
Well, as Jennifer mentioned, our mission includes educating the community and making music a bigger part of their lives. And as part of that, we have chamber music groups that play at the Children's Museum. We have groups who play at the 95th Street Library. This kind of event will bring people in, and also our Brownies with Barbara dress rehearsals, open rehearsals. We have a good attendance for those. I know I invite my own students to come, and I've seen many of them out there watching us play, because what we want to do is develop lifelong love of music and
And
invite people in.
I love that. And you are very inviting, because I have been at events where you invite the children to come up and see the instruments. And you are around it all the time, but people and children especially who have not been around that, I mean, they're incredible to see up close and to hear. And so I do give you a lot of credit, because I know the whole year you're doing activities to involve everybody, but especially children. And for many of them, it's probably their first introduction. So good for you. Well, getting back to the event coming up, now we just want to make sure people know how they can get tickets, because they do need to have them ahead.
Sure. Well, for our upcoming Behind the Baton event, as well as any of our upcoming season concerts, you can call the DuPage Symphony office at 630-778-1003 to get tickets. And you can also get tickets for all of our upcoming season concerts on our recently refreshed website at www.dupagesymphony.org. We've made a lot of improvements to that site, so you can order tickets online. We even have a brand new iPhone and Android app called DSO Now that smartphone users can download and have the DSO in the pocket anytime they want.
It's wonderful, and that website is beautiful, by the way.
Thanks.
Really lovely. Well, we're about out of time, but Jennifer, couple of highlights for this upcoming season that you're most looking forward to.
Well, as the 2013 Community Orchestra of the Year, named by the Illinois Council of Orchestras.
Congratulations. I love it.
Thank you. We have some spectacular things. Our first concert in October will feature a pianist with the Tchaikovsky Piano Concerto No. 1. We have a Broadway spectacular, and of course our Young Artist Audition winner in May.
Of course. Well, that's a great place to leave it, and we want to congratulate you on your 60th season, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.
And we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, more Spotlight on Naperville, so don't go away.